Yeah, there were some directions just the other day on the back of this package my wife brought home, and I was checking it out, man. I could have caught it on fire.
I feel you. You still ain't could caught it on fire.
Yeah. The beans.
Barely. Okay. All right. I know it's going to be something on this one.
Mine's on.
Well, here we go. Might as well. Hey everyone, welcome to the Jay Dre Show. We thank you for tuning in on this Wednesday evening. Tonight we'll be talking and tackling the issues that are happening around the city. And we'll also give you a shout out on your birthday. Keep you in the loop on who is hiring and where you can go and get your spiritual feeding. Then hope to open your eyes, heart, and mind with our topics, which starts at 7:30. Well, with all that said, let's start the show. The Jay and Dre Show.
First.
And what it be like, people? I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, my people.
I knew that was going to
I
happen.
knew it was
Something,
going to do that.
something told me that was going to happen.
Anyway.
Our mics is not on. What's wrong?
No.
What is wrong? There we go. Discard, might as well just delete and start all over. Just hit start live. There we go. Everyone, welcome to the Jay and Dre Show. We thank you for tuning. Oh, that's right. There we go. All we gotta do is just hit the button. Get it going on just like Uncle Sutton.
I'm trying to figure, should I take off my Wi-Fi?
You know what? I don't think that may be your problem. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Who just tuned in? I can't see so far back. All right, Adam Monroe is watching.
All righty.
Thank you, Adam and Manesi.
Yes.
Is watching. Do excuse
Thank you for watching.
me. You can't tell me.
Yes. Sorry about the momentary.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in here on the Jay and Dre Show. All right. Here on another Wednesday hump day that went through and came by. Maybe you're heading home or going to work. But I hope, however it was, it is going to be a good day
Yes, sir.
for you. All right.
Yes, sir.
Paul Price, hi, Ben Paul. Thank you for tuning in here on the Jay and Dre Show. I'd like to introduce you to here, Scott Polson, and
Hey,
also
how you doing?
Andre McLemore.
Yes, sir.
Andre's been here for a while. He's been here for the duration. Scott Polson has stepped in and came in and tuned in with us tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's all good.
Right on. We thank you for coming back once again.
Yes, sir.
To be able to give us some insight and knowledge that you may have on our topics tonight.
Yes, sir.
All right, there she is. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for tuning in here on the Jay and Dre Show. Captain Kirk Keaton.
Captain.
All right.
What's up, Captain Kirk? Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, man. Technical
difficulties.
As always, we always do. It's just how life is, I guess. And the years of the millennials. You know how it is. All right. Well, before we move on to what's going on in the city, I'd like to just know, what was your weekend like? Work day so far since Monday? What did you see that's so crazy?
I got one for you.
Is there anything you got on your mind that could help our community out as well? Nothing? Wow. That's scary, Scott.
Well,
Very.
I tell you, yesterday,
Mhm.
I was going down, getting on the freeway.
Scott Webster, thank you for tuning in here on the Jay and Dre Show. Rolling down the freeway.
Yeah, getting on the freeway on 270.
Okay.
Off 23.
Bad driver.
Yeah, dump truck driver. He was getting on the freeway and he just kept going straight. He went into the emergency lane and he went into the grass and he was loaded. And he jerked it back on the freeway and he went over 2 lanes and stuck right in the middle.
Wow.
Yeah, man. He almost
Did
lost
he get
it.
everybody?
Wow. Did he get anybody?
No.
He controlled it know well enough to be able to keep it up on his wheels and as well not hurting no one else.
Yeah,
that is crazy. The things that you do see out there on the road these days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are really not paying attention. You know, this is my little saying that I've been saying here for a moment to myself, and I thought I'll pass this on.
Okay.
This is what I want you to do before I move on to what's going on in the city.
Yes.
I want you to say this to yourself and tell your friends this. Mm-hmm. If you was raised up with the telephone in the kitchen on the wall, you're not a millennial.
That's for sure.
Quit acting like one.
That's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Quit acting like one.
You was brought up and your house phone was a rotary.
You're not a millennial.
Yeah, you're busy and you hang up.
Click, click.
You're not a millennial.
Oh, or how about this one? You remember when they first started two-way?
You're not a millennial.
Yeah.
You know, so remember that. These young people are called millennials. And they do you
for a reason.
No,
I'm not even trying to do it.
But you might want to do that.
I am in a minute. I'm just.
You had one of those moments. I done had it too before.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't even know why they
right on, Mr. Webster. We really thank you for tuning in here on the Jay Dre Show. Moving on. What's going on in the city is brought to you by Towels Over Titles. Towels Over Titles. Do you need financial assistance for your laundry at the laundromat? Every first Sunday of the month from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., you can receive $10 to do your laundry, free laundry detergent, and dryer sheets. You can receive this assistance at the Coin Laundry, located at 2692 Westerville Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43211. The thoughts and purpose of Towels Over Titles is to seek and find ways to give back to the community. My goal is to help at least 200 families in the Linden area to pay for their laundry expenses each year. And if you'd like to contribute, go to www.gofundme.com/towelsovertitles. And if you'd like to donate laundry detergent, email me at antoine.booker11@gmail.com. That's antoine.booker11@gmail.com. Towels Over Titles. Yeah.
All right.
Towels Over Titles.
Yes.
First of the month. First of the month is this Sunday.
Come on.
And he will be up there between 1 and 3. Well, I mean, it is Easter Sunday, so he really may be there to be able to help you out. He may even probably be there this weekend. Yeah. Who knows? But we'll never. He may just be. Yeah. Oh, Kirk Keaton, why would you say that? He said, I noticed that. He said, probably a MON driver. What? No. You never say that. You so crazy. What's going on around the city?
I don't want to.
Hey, Final Four. The women's Final Four is here in Columbus, Ohio.
Hey, what about the men's Final Four? Hey,
who's in it?
Go Blue.
Are they in it still?
Go Blue.
House? Oh yeah, you don't know.
Is who still in it?
Mr. Fan.
Is who still in it?
Well, they doing good. I
thought somebody knew.
Yeah, Hey. I said the women's anyway.
Hey.
Either way it go, Ohio State's not in it, but still. All right, women.
The city hosted it.
That's right.
The city hosting it because
NCAA.
Neither is the women in it, but the city hosting it.
But there it is. You know what I'm saying?
We're doing something for our city.
Yeah,
man.
bring that little.
Like that.
Yeah.
Put it on for the city.
Yeah.
The NBA team.
Then we can get right.
Yeah, man.
Show the love for the sport of basketball, and then you'll know. Falling apart.
What happened?
Falling apart, man. Things is falling. Things is really bad tonight. Whole thing.
Everything
fell down.
Well, at least we got some bloopers.
Yeah, we got some bloopers.
We got the end of the year bloopers. We got some end of the year bloopers.
You know what I'm saying? So the NCAA women, the women's NCAA is here in Columbus, Ohio, and you have the women in Connecticut, the women of Mississippi State, the women of Notre Dame, and the women of I forgot the last one.
UConn.
I said that.
You kind of.
Craig Foster, how you doing, Mr. Foster? Thank you for tuning in here on the Jay Dre Show. All right, just now getting into the show ourselves here as we move along, and let's talk about what's going on around the country. Before we get there, wow. But before we go there,
This is a night to remember.
let me give you some information on our heating and cooling tech, Kirk Keaton.
Mama.
All right.
Mama, you told me it was going to be days like this.
Oh, you just found out the weather in Ohio has its ups and downs. And when the weather changes, the last thing you need is a problem with your furnace or your air conditioning unit. So do like I did and give Kirk Keaton a call at 740-404-1727. 740-404-1727. Or email dukeofoil35@gmail.com. Once again, dukeofoil35@gmail.com. His price is not like the rest because his price is the best. Kirk Keaton, your heating and cooling tech. All right. I hope you like that, Kurt. I hope you like that, Kurt. We changed that up for you, Kurt. Thank you, Kirk Keaton, our heating and cooling tech. Pretty soon we'll get to the point to where we can get him as a cooling, and just might as well let it be, brother, for you may get so mad and you may explode. Change different colors up in here. I hate to have that happen on this show. Right on. All right. Yes. What's going on around the country? You have anything, Scott?
Around the country.
Yeah, around the country.
Okay. How about the state trooper that got hit in Utah by that car yesterday?
You have a lot of stories about accidents on the road.
Yeah. It was on the news. That dude.
Are you a truck driver?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Usually truck drivers do have a lot of stories about trucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Accidents.
He was walking down a white line in that car. It was like 4 inches of slush on the road.
Wow.
And one car was already wrecked, so he gets out and starts walking, and here comes another car and threw him 20 feet in the air.
Wow.
And he slammed up against the car that was already wrecked.
Man.
And he lived.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, he lived.
That's good.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious.
Man.
Dre,
What?
you got anything that's going on around the country that kind of caught your eye? Hope it's something nice and happy. Got the dread dead over here.
The Wolverines won.
Oh, ain't nobody
Once
caring
again.
about the Michigan Wolverines.
Go blue.
You know what I'm saying? Gone blue. That's gold blue here at the moment.
Look like we
It's
on
all
our
right.
way.
It's
Look
all
like
right.
we on our way to
Y'all gonna need
the championship.
Yeah, you're gonna need somebody to call. You know, where's Kurt? Tell him about it. You're gonna need somebody to help y'all.
Let me see.
Give him clear.
What went on around here? Oh, I know something. Did you guys hear about the young lady and her boyfriend in Cleveland that killed her 4-year-old daughter? Did y'all hear about that? Y'all heard about it?
How they killed her?
Look it up. When they took her when she called the paramedics or whatever, and they came out, she said that the baby wasn't breathing on the phone so that made them come. The paramedic was like, well, how long has it been going? How long she ain't been breathing? She said, I don't know. I just told her to lay down because she threw up, and I thought it was the food that made her sick.
Oh, wow.
Long story short, the father of the child him and his family been trying to get custody of the little girl.
Oh, that, yeah.
Trying to get custody of the little girl.
That.
And the court system been paddling around.
Yes.
And the little girl, and the mom and the boyfriend killed the little girl.
Yeah.
That's all bad.
Yeah, dad in court falling out. Crying.
Hurt. Yes.
Man, it's just it's sad.
Thank you, Lockett, for tuning in.
Hey, well, thanks for tuning in, Brother Vic.
Wow.
Appreciate you tuning in here on the Jay and Dre Show.
On the Jay Dre Show. All right, man. Thank you for Jeff Lockett for tuning in. It's so sad.
Big Jeff.
He tried his best, huh?
Yeah.
He tried his best to be able to do all he can for his child.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the system didn't help him. The system failed him and the child. And now the system are going to have them in prison. Here we are going to have to feed them for our taxes and all this and that. And people like that is the one that's draining us.
That's right.
And then, moving right along, you know what I'm saying, to who's hiring in Columbus, brought to you by Stover Excavating.
Where we going? Where we at on here? Stover.
You're looking for an excavating company? Don't go all over. Call Stover for all your excavating needs. Been in business since 2000. Have over 65 units. They specialize in site development. Includes mass earthwork, fine grading, sanitary, storm, sewer, and water utility work, and much more. Give Stover Excavating a call at 614-873-5865, located at 7500 Industrial Parkway, Plain City, Ohio, 43064. Stover for all your excavating needs.
Oh man.
Right, Stover.
Stover Excavating. Yes, yes, yes.
Come back.
I ain't even worried about it.
Who's hiring in Columbus, Ohio?
Yes, sir.
Number 1, window cleaning. No nights, no weekends. $500 sign-on bonus. Get a hold of Joyce Pay, P-A-E as the last name. $750 a week. Paid training, no experience needed. Go to Indeed.com to apply.
Hey. All right, warehouse packer. Tick Weston Group, $14 to $21. Well, ranging from $14 to $21 an hour. Loads and unloads. Bins with parts. Picking, scanning, and packing. Go to Indeed.com.
All right. Local waste. Loader recycle and refuse pickup. Earn up to $50,000 a year. Go to Indeed.com.
And that is at Local Waste. And last but not least, assembly worker at Rogue Fitness. $14 an hour. Competitive compensation. Bonus plans. Paid time off for holidays and personal. Insurance packages for health, dental, life, and 401k. Also go to Indeed.com. All right. Moving right along. Birthday shout outs. But before we go to birthday shout outs, here at the Jay and Dre Show, we have a birthday shout out that we like to give to you from us personally.
Yes.
And it goes a little just like this. Oh man, I'm glad I caught you. Before you go and celebrate like you never celebrated before, and before you tell someone that you love them that you don't even know, and just before you pass out in the club or in your favorite chair, Jay and Dre would like to say happy birthday from the Jay and Dre Show.
Can't nobody love you like your mama. Ain't nobody wanna love you. Nobody but your mama. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Andre Bell. Today is his birthday, March 28th. Happy birthday, my friend.
Also, we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Michael Dillard. His birthday is also March the 28th, which is today. Happy birthday, sir.
Next is Damon Cecil. His birthday's tomorrow, 3/29. Less than 24 hours.
He said less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Sherman White. All right, Sherm, Big Sherm. His birthday this Friday, March the 30th. Happy birthday, God.
And also, Pastor Sherwin Armstead. His birthday is 3/31 this Saturday. Happy birthday, Pastor Sherwin.
Happy birthday, Pastor Sherwin.
And also
birthday.
want to give a birthday shout out to Minister Kenneth Smith. His birthday is also on today. Happy birthday, cuz.
Happy birthday.
And I want to send another happy birthday shout out to my little cousin Jake. His birthday is also on today. Happy birthday, Jake.
All right, happy birthday,
Happy
Jake.
birthday, Jake.
Here on the Jay and Dre Show. Well, we know that everybody likes to eat something and get a good full meal. He said, I meant to, no problem, no, Greg, we got you, baby, we got you. I know that you want to get a good meal, you know what I'm saying, even if you buy it from McDonald's or whatever, if it's a meal, that's what you call it. But sometimes you need a spiritual meal. And so at this time and moment, we would like to be able to let you know where you can go or come to as well to be able to get that spiritual meal. And here it is. Every day of your life, you need to have a healthy meal. There is no healthier meal than a meal from God's house. If you need to have your soul fed, then you can come to Church of Christ at 1889 Genesee Avenue. The worship services start at 11 a.m., located in the Linden area, or at New Life Ministries, 5585 Summit Road in Pataskala, Ohio. Come and worship with us and get your soul fed. Yes, where you can go and get your spiritual feeding. You know, just come through the doors. That's all you need.
Always open.
They say if you was raised up in church, you know what I'm saying, he is installed in your heart and you will always come back home.
Hey. Amen.
But.
Yes.
We're going to move on now to our topic.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, I really don't have no title about it, but it is something that my family went through. As personal as taking it as, you know, because once your mom is gone, then you're not the only child left, but you're a child that's part of what's happening, and you know you going through it too.
That's right.
So, and it's tough, but you know what I'm saying. It's tougher when you become bullheaded, and you go against the things that you know, what you're supposed to do. You know, keep continuing doing the things that got you in the predicament that you're in now, instead of, you know, saying, understanding that you can live a little longer if you would just do the right thing. Do the right thing, like Spike Lee says. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? David Bell, all right, what's happening? What's happening, cuz Scott? Then tuning in here on the Jay and Dre Show. Thank you for tuning in and catching on to this, because we all family members has seen our family members and friends go through this, and you know, so we need to as I said, there's no title, but the way I usually explain, I give you a little title for our topic, and I don't have one, but I would say this: we need to do and not do. You know what I'm saying? We need to do to not do as well. We need to do what we need to do and not do what we don't need to be doing.
And I'll give you a subtopic. Where we're going to that, and how some of this ends up this way, and how we end up down this road.
That's right.
Like you said, because we don't want to change and do things.
That's right.
Do you want to eat to live, or do you want to live to die?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
don't care.
See, because both ways you got to go.
Right. Either way it go.
But if you can prolong and change some things, and we all know that,
make it a little longer for you to enjoy
hang
life.
in there. Yeah, you know,
and be with your family.
Be with your family, man. That makes a big difference.
So tonight, what we're going to be talking about is dialysis, the definitions and facts of what's going on.
Yes.
So on my way to the plant, don't get off until such. Heading to work. I copy that, cuz. Will you have a safe trip there and safe while you're at work? And thank you for your time for tuning in. But you can always check us out later on.
Yes.
Just check back with us. Dialysis, definitions and facts.
Yes, sir.
Kidney dialysis is a procedure that is a substitute for many of the normal functions of the kidneys. Dialysis allows people with kidney failure or renal failure a chance to live productive lives. When kidney function decreases to a critical level or complications arise, a person may need to start dialysis. There are two main types of dialysis: hemodialysis and peritoneal dialysis. Hemodialysis uses a machine and a filter to remove waste products and water from the blood. Peritoneal dialysis uses a fluid dialysate that is placed into the patient's abdominal cavity to remove waste products and fluid from the body. And David Bell reads, "Alrighty, fellas, good show.
Yeah.
I'll come back to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Each type of dialysis has advantages and disadvantages. People often can choose which type of long-term dialysis that best matches their needs. Dialysis gives some people an extended life, and in others it provides additional time to locate an appropriate donor kidney for a kidney transplant or renal transplant." Dialysis is no joke.
No, not at all.
Heavy.
The kidneys are responsible for filtering waste products from the blood. Dialysis is a procedure that is substitute for many of the normal functions of the kidneys. The kidneys are two organs located on either side in the back of the abdominal cavity. Dialysis can allow individuals to live productive and useful lives, even though their kidneys no longer work adequately. Statistics from 2015 U.S. Renal Data System Annual Data Report, USRDS, showed approximately 468,000 patients were receiving dialysis in the United States. More than an additional 193,000 patients had a functioning kidney transplant for end-stage renal disease. Dialysis helps body by performing the functions of failed kidneys. The kidney has many roles. An essential job of the kidney is to regulate the body's fluid balance. It does this by adjusting the amount of urine that is extracted on a daily basis. On hot days, the body sweats more, thus less water needs to be extracted through the kidneys. On cold days, the body sweats less, thus urine output needs to be greater in order to maintain the proper balance within the body. It is the kidney's job to regulate fluid balance by adjusting urine output. Another major duty of the kidney is to remove the waste products that the body produces throughout the day. As the body function cells use energy, the operation of the cells produce waste products that must be removed from the body. When these waste products are not removed adequately, they build up in the body. An elevation of waste products as measured in the blood is called edema. When waste products accumulate, sorry about that, guys. Accumulate, they cause a sick feeling throughout the body called uremia, which is due to the urea and other nitrogen's waste compounds.
That is, what is dialysis? When do patients require dialysis?
When the kidneys fail to filter the blood effectively, and fluid and waste products build up in the body to a critical level, a person may need to start dialysis. The two main causes of kidney failure and need for dialysis treatment are diabetes and high blood pressure. When a person's level of waste products in their body becomes so high, they start to become sick from them. He or she may need dialysis. The level of the waste products usually builds up slowly. Doctors that specialize in diseases and conditions of the kidneys are called nephrologists. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Nephrologists. To help nephrologists decide when dialysis is necessary for a patient, she will order tests that measure several blood chemical levels in the patient's body. The two major blood chemical levels that are measured are the creatine level and the blood urea nitrogen level, BUN. As the two levels rise, they are indicators of a decreasing ability of the kidneys to cleanse the body of waste products.
Okay.
Doctors use a urine test, the creatine clearance, to measure the level of kidney function. The patient saves urine in a special container for 1 full day. The waste products in the urine and in the blood are estimated by measuring the creatine. Creatinine. By comparing the blood and urine level of this substance, the doctor has an accurate idea of how well the kidneys are working. This result is called the creatine clearance. Usually when the creatine clearance falls to 1 to 10, what's that? cc minute, the patient needs dialysis.
Wow.
The doctor also uses other indicators in the patient's status to decide about the need for dialysis. If the patient is experiencing a major inability to rid the body of excess water, or is complaining of problems with the heart, lungs, or stomach, or difficulties with taste or sensation in their legs, dialysis may be indicated even though the creatine clearance has not fallen to the 10 cc minute level.
Wow. Alonzo Clark, thank you for tuning in here on the Jay and Dre Show. Alfonso Mobley, thank you for tuning in here. Nice to see you, brother. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Right on. We are talking about dialysis. I done seen my father go through it. I done had some cousins that been through it. I got a friend that's going through it. And it's horrible.
I got some
just to see them with something sticking out of their body, and this is going to have to plug up to there. They're going to have to plug up to this and do this 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had a friend at work was trying to do that and work and drive a truck. It drains you.
Yeah.
It don't mix.
It drains you. I mean, you know.
They got to be purified.
Right. Exactly. You have to literally your blood has to be purified. That's what your kidneys does. So, thinking about all that you done at the young age and all this and that, or even, you're not really old
Hereditary.
now. Right. It could be that too.
It could be hereditary.
But it's according to how you also take care of yourself.
That's what I said.
Because sometimes you over medicate yourself.
Yeah.
You can over medicate. My dad, he had over medicated himself. He ended up taking he was taking 4 high blood pressure pills a day.
Yeah.
You over medicated yourself for a long time. So then
and they still prescribed it.
Right.
You to do it like that.
And then you're on your feet like you was, you supervisor, working this job, and you really just thinking that that you need to be there.
Yeah.
And
don't want to take the time.
When you did retire from there, it's funny how much weight and all stress you lost to where it would take you 2 pair of pants. It would take you a pair of pants. 1 pair of pants will fit you so tight you barely can breathe. And then once you retired from there, it was 2 pair of pants just to hold them up.
Hold up your
You
waist.
saying to hold up your right, because the stress level has went down. You know what I mean? You're not doing that no more. You done finally come to terms with it. Right. The stress level. The stress level on a job can bring you to a point to where you end up over medicating yourself.
Yes.
And then as years go on, and then something going to happen to where that day something's going to just happen.
Break down.
Mentally, physically, health wise, your feet gonna swell.
It's like
you're gonna get signs.
The minister said through the pulpit. the body is like a car.
That's right.
Same thing.
That's right.
See, us as men, most of the time, we don't like to go to the doctor and get checkups and things of that sort to find out what's going on early.
That's right.
We want to find out.
We're going to wait
what's
till later on.
You know, till one of the tires blow.
Yeah.
Till, you know, the oil in there is gunky.
Yeah.
You know.
Or you got to throw the car away.
The trunk stuck, you know what I'm saying? The seats ain't no more good. You know.
It take you longer to recover because you waited so long.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you done blew your liver out.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
you know, and that's where we can't do that. But, you know,
choices.
We do. That's the problem. So I ain't going to sit up and say, like I don't. I do.
No, I said
and
choices.
I need to sit up there and do better as well.
Me too.
Yeah,
choices.
we all do.
We all do.
We all do. We all do. There's no one perfect on this earth.
No.
So, what are the types of dialysis and how do they work?
Yes, sir.
There are two main types of dialysis, hemodialysis and peritoneal dialysis. The hemodialysis works. Well, how hemodialysis work? Hemodialysis uses an external machine and a special type of filter to remove excess waste, products, and water from the blood. Okay. What? How you doing, Chris Watruba? Thank you for tuning in here on the Jay and Dre Show. During hemodialysis, blood passes from the patient's body to the dialysis machine through sterile tubing and into a filter called a dialysis membrane. For this procedure, the patient has a specialized vascular tube placed between an artery and a vein in the arm or leg called a Gore-Tex graft. Sometimes a direct connection is made between an artery and a vein in the arm. This procedure is called seminal fistula. Needles are then placed in the graft for fistula and blood passes to the dialysis machine through the filter and back to the patient. If the patient requires dialysis before a graft or a fistula is placed, a large diameter catheter, hemodialysis catheter, is placed directly into a large vein in the neck or leg in order to perform dialysis. In the dialysis machine, a solution on the other side of the filter receives the waste product from the patient. Now, how peritoneal dialysis works. Peritoneal, dialysis uses a fluid that is placed into the patient's abdominal cavity through a plastic tube. Peritoneal dialysis catheter to remove excess waste products and waste products and fluid from the body. What's wrong?
Nothing, man.
Okay. Peritoneal dialysis uses the patient's own body tissues inside of the belly, abdominal cavity, to act as the filter. The abdominal cavity is lined with a special membrane called the peritoneal membrane. A plastic tube called a peritoneal dialysis catheter is placed through the abdominal wall into the abdominal cavity. A special fluid called dialysate is then flushed into the abdominal cavity and washes around the intestines. The peritoneal membrane acts as a filter between this fluid and the bloodstream. By using different types of solutions, waste products and excess water can be removed from the body through this process. That's a lot to go through.
Yeah, man.
Putting all this up in me, and then it's supposed to just swoosh around.
My stomach,
You know?
my stomach and legs hurt.
Yeah.
All over here in one. You hear me over here wincing?
Okay, I heard.
I know, that's what I'm over here doing.
Yeah, both of y'all. Every time I kept saying catheter. Lord, I know.
Man,
All right.
James.
Yes, that is. That is Scotty. Hey, George, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in here on the Jay and Dre Show.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, that is
man,
Scott. That is Scott.
Wow.
Indeed. Wave,
Man.
Scott. People saying hi.
Hey, how you doing, everybody?
All right.
All right.
What is the life expectancy for someone on dialysis?
The expected lifespan of a patient receiving dialysis in the United States Renal Data System, USRDS report, was approximately 8 years for our dialysis patients 40 to 44 years of age, and approximately 4.5 years for those 60 to 64 years of age. This is highly variable range that is dependent on many factors such as race, age of patient, quality of dialysis treatment, other medical issues in the patient, comorbidities, quality of pre-dialysis treatment, control of potassium levels, and overall compliance of the patient. Some patients do dialysis as a bridge, time to locate an appropriate donor kidney, to getting a kidney transplant, renal transplant. If a patient is successful in getting a transplant and is able to stop dialysis, their survival prognosis increases greatly.
Wow. So you get 8 years,
Yes.
approximately 8 years for dialysis patients between the age of 40 to 44. And then 4.5 years for those patients between the age of 60 to 64. Wow.
Man. Wow.
That's deep.
It's heavy.
That's very.
Yeah.
And he says, tell him to move more to the left before he breaks my phone. That's not nice on,
Talking about me?
Yeah, he talking about me.
Move to the left.
Okay, moving right along. Choosing not to start dialysis. Does everyone choose to do dialysis? Scott?
For most people with advanced kidney failure, dialysis treatment can extend their life. However, the treatment can be demanding and time-consuming and is usually necessary to make lasting changes to lifestyle. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Most people adapt to this and still manage to lead a fulfilling life. However, dialysis is not a cure-all. The treatment only partly replaces some functions of the kidney. It does not benefit other health problems and indeed may make some worse. Because of this, for some people, dialysis may extend life or improve its quality. This is usually people who have other serious medical conditions and are generally frail and dependent. In these circumstances, dialysis can become an added burden. In such situations, it is important for all concerned to have a clear view of the likely advantages and disadvantages of dialysis treatment for the particular individual, taking into account their specific problems, circumstances, and concerns. Reaching this point usually involves a good deal of discussion over a period of time between the individual concerned, the relatives, and careers, and the renal team.
Oh, carriers, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry.
During the course of this, some patients make it clear that they choose not to start dialysis. Sometimes this is because of a long-held beliefs about qualities of life in such situations. Sometimes the decision is reached after consideration with loved ones of the available choices, and sometimes it's after considering the advice of the renal team.
Copy that.
Okay.
All right. Hey,
Talking to-
Honorline, how we doing? Daryl Bird, thank you for tuning in. Big Bird here on the Jay and Dre Show.
Hi,
We're talking
Honorline.
about dialysis.
Yes.
We all have family members that have been through it, and friends and all, and just seeing how it has. Look at that! Look what I got to read this time. And how it does just drain your life and all, but how you can get off of it, make sure you stay from it. That's what we're trying to talk about tonight. So, I can decide not to have dialysis treatment. No, yes, you have the right to decide not to start dialysis if you feel that the burden would outweigh the benefits and reduce your quality of life. But you need to discuss this issue thoroughly with those close to you and with members of the renal team looking after you. Wow.
Well, well, well. Who can I talk to if I decide not to start treatment? It is important for you and your family to talk these matters through with members of the renal team, because this is a decision that usually needs to be made together. Each renal unit is organized slightly differently, but there will always be members of staff from a range of professional backgrounds who have the necessary experience, knowledge, and skills to explore with you what starting dialysis involves and what it would mean for you not to start. They can also offer emotional support to you and your family, whatever the decision. In the first place, you can raise any matter of concern with one of the doctors or specialist nurses during a clinic visit. They may suggest involvement of other team members, such as the renal social worker or renal counselor. Okay. So you will get counseled.
A lot of counseling.
Is there a need for a special diet?
The aim is to recommend a healthy, varied, and enjoyable diet, but some modifications may be helpful. Generally, it's advisable not to add salt to meals, as too much salt can cause you to retain fluid and have difficulty with blood pressure control. Salt substitutes are not a good idea either. They usually contain potassium, which often needs to be restricted as well. Food contains excess potassium, such as bananas, oranges, and chocolate, should be used as treats rather than as a regular item of diet. Other changes in the diet might be helpful in particular circumstances. This may range from the avoidance of too much protein to the prescription of dietary supplements for those patients who have a reduced appetite. Expert assessment of a dietitian who is an important member of the renal team is normally necessary before such recommendations are made. Can't eat anything.
Can't do nothing, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to change. You have to change your diet.
Right.
You do have to stop with the salt ordeal. Now, I didn't know even the salt substitutes will get you as well.
Yeah, a whole lot
I
of
don't
that
use
stuff.
too much salt anyways.
Well, it's a whole lot of substitutes that they say that's supposed to be and it's got something else in it that's way, way higher than that in
And something
and
else.
something else.
Right on. Yeah.
They try and fix a problem with.
But I can't go to the land of bland. I can't do it.
No, I can't either.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But if I have to do it, yes, I will. But
I try not
I
to.
can't go to the land of bland. You know what I mean? It's
You could, if you had to.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
it would be hard.
because we started out that way.
You have to be disciplined with it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
There's a lot of things that go wrong.
Whole lot of
You
push
started out like that, but then about 1 year old, you get
wasn't even one.
right. Exactly.
About 6
like
months.
9 months
About
old.
9 months, 6 months.
They put
the
that
chicken
food
bone
in
right
your
on-
mouth. That's
right
it.
there on your high
Then
chair.
you got taste.
He'd be quiet, let him suck on that chicken
Right.
bone.
You got taste. You got taste. But I mean that's natural though. I mean, are you harming your child by doing that? No, that's natural. How many parents are giving a child a chicken bone to make sure that the child don't choke on it as well?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, growing up now, I mean, it's the foods, it's the way the
That's what I was
food
gonna
prepared,
say.
It's the
the way
process.
it's processed now.
Yes.
What they
I
get
think it's a
sprayed
big
with.
difference between 70s and 80s,
Oh, man.
things going on compared to now.
Yeah,
Look at the size of the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, the size of the chicken as
Chicken
well.
wing
Like
look
a
like a
baby
hawk
leg.
wing.
Right.
Baby leg.
Big hawk.
Right. Right.
Toddler leg.
You don't know if you eating what they call them a clone animal.
That's true too, yes.
That's another thing.
I was watching that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got some chickens
Be
about
able-
7 foot.
Right.
They clone. They clone.
Yeah.
them.
Well, I see.
If my phone,
I saw that chicken.
we went on the air,
You know what I'm saying?
talking about that chicken coop, and I don't know who's going in there to get his eggs or whatever.
But you know that chicken real though.
You know what
but
I'm saying?
he overseas, man.
Yeah,
he
but
ain't here.
He better not be.
He would be walking down the street.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be one animal you would not gonna have on a leash. I'll tell you that.
Man.
Like, why you walking your food? What's up, Brian Fountain? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in here on the Jay and Dre Show. All right.
Man, front
Yeah.
10 pigs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Somebody walking behind
chicken.
you. Right.
Man.
Hey, that chicken, now that chicken was tall.
You
It was
actually
spooky.
saw a 7-foot chicken?
Yeah,
Listen.
you see it on the, yeah, it was
Go on the internet.
Yeah, it's on the internet.
Oh,
Type in the clone 7-foot chicken.
No, it ain't even clone.
It ain't even clone. My fault.
It's not even
really?
clone.
It's real?
It's
Type in-
real.
Type in the big
Big
chicken.
chicken. So you do put big chicken.
And
in.
how you gonna know it's him? It's gonna see a chicken coop, and you gonna see it's gonna look like a house.
It's gonna come out of
It's
it.
gonna look like it ain't
I mean,
like, it
when
ain't
he
like
come-
no regular size
Man,
chicken coop.
it look like a dude in
It
a
come out
chicken
like a
suit.
dude in a suit.
I ain't lying. Yeah,
Like
no,
Big
it
Bird.
ain't. No, it ain't. That
No.
chicken real. But he ain't here.
He couldn't be.
He ain't walking down these streets.
I said, man, who eating that?
Not over
You know, that's like
States.
that's
Yeah,
like
who eating that?
Right, me
Yeah,
or
you
not
got
me.
a Fred Flintstone.
We was
Right.
talking about that last time. I said,
Yes.
man, I remember we used to love KFC.
be a heck
Man,
of a fried chicken
I
leg.
can't stand KFC.
You know, I can't say I can't stand KFC.
I can't either.
I can't stand
No.
KFC in the city.
I can't, yeah, because underneath, I need them to
You
get.
go out of
I need them
town.
to get that when I peel my skin
Yeah,
back. That,
right. That extra.
That
It ain't clean.
No.
They ain't
Yeah.
cleaning it. That's the thing.
Yeah, because I can't be, you know, and we got to do better as, you know, because I don't knock nobody on what they eat. You know, for those, some eat chitlins.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
eat that
wow.
much. You know,
Big
a lot of, you know what I'm saying. But a lot of us,
Yeah, a lot of
but a
us-
lot of it is you know,
Separation.
it's a lot of it is not basically that. But if you a drinker,
Yeah, that too.
and then all of a sudden you would die, you become a type B diabetic or whatever, and all this and that, or you got to do dialysis and all, and you just won't stop drinking.
Yeah.
What then?
You brought that on yourself.
You know what I'm saying? That's the hard part. You know what I'm saying? If you got to quit smoking cigarettes in order to live, you just gonna do it.
You got to go on a list for a kidney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got
I
to go
saw
on this.
I thought I seen something on TV where the guy, they told him not to drink, and he was up for to get a transplant,
All right.
and he took a drink, and they took him off the list, and he was next. He was coming up next.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it's real stringent with that, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people waiting.
There's a lot of people
Yeah.
waiting for a
Yeah.
kidney. Yeah. They're waiting
This
for
gonna
it.
come
Said,
cheap.
don't
That's
drink,
all.
no smoke, and he
Right.
did it anyways. They, they test your blood and stuff all
Yeah,
the
this
time.
don't come cheap.
So you gonna make it harder on you because the rest of your organs is kind of messed up because of the drinking, your liver, and then your lungs because of the smoking and all that, and your heart. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, you know, they said that's why we got a lot of young people and young adults they coming up missing now because they selling them for the body parts and stuff.
yeah, that's been going on for years. That's been going on for years. I remember I heard that when I was like in high school.
Yeah, it was
Where,
bad.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
When somebody,
Wow.
like when AIDS hit, some dude, you know, met a chick and all this and that on Ohio State campus or whatever, and next day woke up, they took red lipstick and wrote on the mirror, "Welcome to the world of AIDS."
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, in the '80s when that first hit strong. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
Man, listen.
You know, it's all kind of things
Gotta
out there that's
be
taking us
careful.
out, and a lot of it is ourselves.
Yeah, a lot of it was airborne too,
Yeah.
because you know stuff floating across. Remember when Japan had the tsunami?
Yeah, and the what was it?
Hit the nuclear plant,
Yeah, the nuclear plant.
and all the air blowing
Dust blow right
west
right
to
on-
east.
right on,
So
come on
it'll
in.
come right.
Yeah,
They said
the
it
jet
would-
stream.
Come on right on in.
Yeah.
Jet stream go east
You know,
to
it's
west
no
to east,
different than
right?
like when we was kids and they used to be like I forgot what the saying was, but don't let the bed bugs bite.
Right. Yeah. Now look.
Now look, we got bed bugs now.
Right.
Something crazy and heavy. I'm not against no foreigners coming over here. Nothing like that.
But it's
But
horrible
let me tell you
the way
something.
it is.
In the third world countries, that's their normal bugs that they live with.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
really?
over here in the United States when we had roaches, we still
Right.
got them, but
Right,
we used to
yeah.
have a prefla of them.
Yeah.
You know, in the ghettos and in the hoods and stuff.
Yeah,
We had
yeah.
a gang of roaches. Well, and now we have these bed bugs that are back. The only reason why they're back is because our own government won't spray. The government had a spray that they sprayed over in the Vietnam War.
Mm-hmm.
The immigrants over there used bed bugs as a defense to kill our military.
We wouldn't get no sleep.
They wouldn't get no sleep.
We was sleep
We was
deprived.
over there sleep deprived.
Mhm.
You can't stay alert
No.
and watch the camp and you ain't been sleeping 2 weeks. The body gonna shut down.
Yeah.
So they was doing that. You know. So our government started to spray to keep us together. We was getting the spray for all these years,
And then all of a sudden it stopped.
and then all of a sudden it stopped. So that's why I always tell somebody, we are in the land of the free.
We spoke on bed bugs before.
You know, we in the land of the free.
All right, Gerard.
As free as it can be.
Yeah.
Twin, we thank you for tuning
Free as
in.
it
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, as free as it
you
can
came
be.
late. We about to be out the gate.
I think we're real lucky.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
we thank you
said.
for tuning in.
Take nothing for granted about it.
Right.
Check us out. Spin it back. Let us know what you think.
Share it.
Share it. Most definitely. I hope I can. There God things about to play. We about to end the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Power is up.
Came.
Sorry, people.
Win.
But we.
Jay Dre Show.
That was good, bro.
Thank you.
Great show, my brother.
Right on. We did all
I
right.
did a lot of stuttering while I was